Oh, it didn't even friggin' switch to what it should be. Come on. That is the wrong thing. There it is. It's like it's showing Clip Studio Paint, but it's not showing the right Clip Studio Paint, so like a lot of good that's gonna do me if it's not showing the right window. And thanks, I'm hoping so too. We gonna find out if the doggo stays sleepy. I'm probably only gonna work on this one picture. Mostly just for the fact of the when the owner comes home, so I don't want to have to like I don't want him to come home and then I have to put all my shit away. I'm trying to try to finish up before, and then that way I can have my laptop and stuff all put away. It's so funny, like having to pack all of my stuff for stream. Um, because it's just like I have so many cords and stuff. The other thing is, currently I am not home, which means I can't have my. I did get that new cord that's supposed to let me charge my iPad while I'm drawing. However, my laptop ports. Yeah, I'm just a tryhard. Um, but I mean, I stream from a laptop, so like, it's not that hard to just. But it was like the weather was good. My weather's been absolutely garbage lately, which makes it hard for me to stream, and I really wanted to stream. Originally I was gonna try to stream Ultra Kill again. Um but I don't it's harder to stream video games when I know I'm gonna have to take a lot of have fun, have a good lurk. Um it's harder to stream gaming when I have to take a lot of breaks where it's like when I'm drawing, I don't have to. It's a little easier for me to stop what I'm doing in the middle of drawing versus like playing a game, especially a game like Ultra Kill. Like if I have to jump up and leave my iPad on the couch or something like that, that's whatever. But trying to stop in the middle of gaming is a little bit of a different story. Um, so yeah, I just was just like, you know what? I'll make an attempt to get some art done. Can't remember if both her eyes were blue on the last cover or not. I gotta fix my mic sensitivity because I don't know. The funny thing is I am technically like I can talk at a normal volume, but it feels weird. This house is very echoey. So it's like I'm like afraid to talk louder, even though it's like I know I can talk louder without issue. But I'm afraid to talk louder. It just sounds weird if I talk louder, if that makes sense. So I'm like half whispering. It's like indoor voice, but indoor voice when I'm not trying to be obnoxious, kind of. Like, does that make sense? It's just, yeah, it's just, I don't want to be too loud, but it's like, I'm not gonna, it's not gonna bother anyone if I am. Like, it's just a weird mental thing where it's like, no, I can't be too loud, but it's like, I'm not gonna hurt anyone if I speak a little, like, normal volume. But because I don't want to talk too loudly, I have to fix my volume control on my VTuber because I'm talking quieter. And my VTuber is normally little mic is accustomed for like when I talk a lot louder in my bedroom at 2 a.m. playing video games than I am when I'm just here with a dog. I don't know what that says about me as a person. I think it's just the fact that it's not my place, so I'm just uncomfortable in general. Oh, yeah, that looks a lot better. Just like ever so minor changes to her, but it looks a lot better. It's like something about her face specifically had been bugging me. Okay, let's see if I can't get this liner done. My other struggle is I am very unfocused right now because I am not in my zone. I am in an unfamiliar. Well, it's not unfamiliar. I've been here before. But it's like not the same, you know? I'm a creature of habit, and currently I can't have my normal habit, and that's where it's like, eh. But I'll go home soon enough. I just need to find a way to kill time that doesn't involve me just falling asleep on the couch. Like, God, I was really trying to not just fall asleep on the couch, because that's really what my brain wanted to do, was just eat. Why does that look so wrong? It's gonna be one of those covers, isn't it? Why does it look so wrong? That is proportion. That is in the right spot. Why does it look wrong? Why does it look wrong? That's where it's supposed to be. Yeah, the eye is bugging me. But it's like, maybe I need to move his other eye over. Maybe if I scoot. Maybe it was that one. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, why is art so fucking hard? Up above the world so high, I can't draw the fucking eyes. I don't know. It's just like there is some. It's like I like this picture. I think it's funny, but it's like some parts of it, I'm just kind of like, something is wrong here. But like when I go and do all of my guide works and everything, like I've even like done like a model and everything just to like check, and it's just like no, it's lined up correctly. It just fucking looks wrong. But I just gotta roll with it because otherwise I'm gonna sit on it like I have for months. Like I've had the chapter this is written to completed since March, maybe? April? I've had it done since like the start of the year. It's been done for a while. Actually, I can check when it was done because if I go to Google Docs, take me to my docs, Google Docs. New shirt. Okay, so May. It's still months. But it says, oh, no. This, I'm wrong. I said May, and I was just like, oh, that's still a couple months. It was May of 2022. I've had this chapter written for a while. I just finally got around to where it's supposed to be placed in the fic. So it's not a few months. It's been done for 2 years. Okay. So there is better context to that. I've written TLC, my fanfic. It's been written primarily out of order. So there are some chapters which are called brief moments. Brief moment chapters are chapters that happen out of the timeline, like the main timeline. They happen outside of it. Um, so I'll sometimes write them. They're shorter chapters typically, and they're just kind of sillier little ones. So this one is a brief moments type chapter. So it was most likely I had the idea for it, so I wrote it, and then it just didn't fit into the narrative just yet. Which makes sense because I just quickly looked at it to get the date, and it wouldn't have fit into the narrative yet because in the chapter they're a couple already, so it's like I had to get to the chapter where they actually, stop being slow burn idiots going at the speed of a glacier and actually like got on with it. So it's like it's been on a back burner since then. Uh Dude, I have chapters done that are literally the epilogue for this fic that I wrote. 4 years ago when I started writing this. I have had plans for how this fic is supposed to end for literal years. It's just a matter of it got way out of hand on the slow burn. Because goddamn, do I like it slow. Painfully slow. Your art's amazing and I love your art. Yeah, no, I think it's just the fact that it's a weird angle and he has stupid face. Gee, my fanfic is so freaking long. It's like 3 novels worth of length and I'm not done with it yet. You have to understand, I think I have like 4 or 5 chapters queued up that I still need to post that I haven't, that are just waiting because I don't like posting without having my artwork on the post. I don't like posting without it. Let's see. Okay, so I have 3 chapters fully set to go. Oh, I have hiccups. I have 3 chapters fully set to go on archive. However, I know this one. If I go back into my docs and I scroll a moment because I've been writing one shots. No truck cones. Sun the Sea, Sea of Stars, Moon Guardian, False Fairy Cinderella. I want my beloved to be happy, but I warped the entire game. Bone Stealer, Nightmare's Dream. TLC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 work in progress chapters. But some of that 20 are the 3 chapters that do have to be posted. And that is not all the rest of the chapters of this fic. I have chapters I haven't started yet because I want to finish the work in progress ones that lead up to them. But I have plans for chapters. Like, there's the chapter in which the child gets kidnapped. There's the chapter where there's like a huge investigation put out. There's them having to meet with like a moon goddess, and like there's chapters involving flashbacks that need to be dealt with. There's chapters practicing magic. There's chapters of reconciliation with family who has disowned them because one of them happens to be a giant stinky fish. Not only does the child get kidnapped, this is not the first time she's been kidnapped in this fic. This is the second time she's been kidnapped in this fic. The child has been captured multiple points. Yeah. And this time's gonna be even worse because now the child's gonna get cursed. It's not. I guess it's kind of spoiler, but whatever. I've said this is gonna happen for years at this point. It's not a secret anymore. I've fully stated Hattie's gonna get turned into a Leviathan too. It's very much a be careful what you wish for kind of situation. But how like multiple things can be true at once. Because Hattie's like, I want to be a supernatural creature like my mom and my dad. Like, they're really cool. One of them's a giant fish man, and my mom's a giant wolf. But her mother, who's the one who actually like adopted her originally, the fish man only came into their lives like a year before the story started, like roughly. But her mom has always been a werewolf. But the reason her mother never told her about supernatural things and tried to keep her away from it is because, technically speaking, actually, this is the 3rd time the child's been kidnapped. When Hattie was a baby, she was almost kidnapped by these little air spirits. So Eclipse ended up like killing a bunch of air spirits, and she's been super protective of Hattie's sense because Hattie basically draws supernatural creatures to her. And in a attempt to protect her, she went a little overboard on the protectiveness. And so she's just like very much like says, no, supernatural things don't exist or anything like that, while she herself is a fucking werewolf. Um so yeah, that's just part of the Eclipse basically hides what she is. Well, there's also the fun fact that Eclipse was supposed to die on her 29th birthday, and she nearly did die, but Fishboy here saved her life. Um, it was kind of how he confessed his love to her at the same time, kind of being like, yeah, look, this is my words speaking loud. This is my actions speaking louder than my words. Uh, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But it's she does. And she has a lot of hair too. Actually, funny you say that. When it rained, it's because she got caught in the rain is how Aurelius even found out she was a werewolf in the first place. Came running home in a rainstorm, and she had pulled her clothes on over her wet body, and you noticed that her clothes were dry, but she was not, and you kind of put together the puzzle pieces of, oh my god, this woman can't be human. Which is really funny because he was like, the only reason I can't ask this woman out at this point in time is I am a giant sea monster. She'll never love me. She's a wonderful human woman. Werewolf. A not just a werewolf, a 12-foot monstrous werewolf who is also part elf and fairy. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, wonderful human woman. Not really. See, the way they cover up her werewolf, like every full moon, is they just say that she has an illness that makes it hard for her to deal with things. So it's like it flares up with the moon, so she goes to her doctor and gets locked in a basement. To be fair, Eclipse has a lot of trauma about being a werewolf as well. Her own mother she's allergic to moon, she's allergic to silver, she's allergic to iron. Her own mother tried to kill her when she was a child. Um it's a whole thing. But basically, she had come running home because she was worried about Hattie, because Hattie's afraid of thunderstorms. Yeah, Eclipse has had it rough. I am not nice to this woman. Like this poor dog has had to suffer at my writing for years. Um, but basically, she has a lot of trauma built up over the whole werewolf thing, and it's why she was able to hide it from Hattie. Essentially is she just kind of lies about it, and she's lied about it like Hattie's whole life, but it's like she knows that it was a bad thing to do to lie to her, but her thought process is that when she because she was supposed to die when she was like 29. Hattie's like 10 at this point, 10, 11 at this point in the story. So Eclipse figured the easier way would be just don't let her know about supernatural creatures and let her be raised human so she doesn't have to deal with this kind of thing. It just doesn't work out because her daughter's fucking stupid. And Eclipse does know that it's like not a great thing, and she like worries about how her daughter would react if she learned that her mother was a werewolf and all of that. Like Eclipse nightly has like nightmares and stuff about this kind of thing. Like she is more than aware of how bad the situation is. But it's like she's already like this many years into the thing. She can't just say, "Oh yeah, this is a thing now." Um she was like it was only like once Rue came into their lives that Eclipse started working on like trying to think of like, okay, what am I gonna say to Hattie to explain to her? Exactly. And it's like she was full-heartedly preparing herself for death. Cause like she watched her own father die thanks to their family curse. And so she was like fully committed to the fact that, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to see my daughter grow up. So she just like does a lot of working, and she just like she's been saving every bit of money that she has, and she only like really puts her daughter first. She doesn't put herself out there. Like everything is pretty much dedicated to her daughter. Like most of Eclipse's personality is mom, because she's just been so afraid, like she can't get close to people, she doesn't want to hurt, like she has friends and she has a life and all of that, but it's just like she's made all these like preparations to die. Like she even had like her job handed off to other people at the time. Like she was so committed to the bit of just like, I'm not going to survive this birthday kind of thing, that there's literally a chapter I'm working on in which she basically is like, I have to I have to respond to emails and stuff. I didn't plan for this. Like I'm currently working on the part where she has to like, all her planning she had for the thought of I'm not going to make it past this summer, that she now has to go back and be like, well shit. Now I have to plan retirement. um Granted, everyone's glad that she lived, and like Hattie even makes a comment. She's like, I'd rather have my mom alive. Yeah, like let me see if I can find it. Oh, where is it? No, it's not Time to See the Hat Man. I think it's this chapter. Oh yeah. Oh, just replying to emails for people who like my training courses. I had originally set up for another trainer to take most of my clients since I thought I was going to die. Granted, I said it less abruptly, more of, I had some family issues. She leaned back on the stool with a sigh. But if I'm alive, I'm gonna need my clients back, she laughed. Since I can't treasure hunt forever, plus there's some issues with my normal buyer. So she quite literally was like, well, I need my job back. Yeah, no, it's a whole lot of fun and all. It's hilarity. But it's like that's what her character arc essentially is just learning to enjoy life and like accept parts of herself. But the way this goes back to Hattie getting kidnapped. Um so Hattie, like the next arc that's coming up in the story that I'm currently working on is Eclipse has now received the Leviathan curse, much like Snatcher Aurelius has. And so she turns into a giant sea monster when she's exposed to seawater specifically. With Rue, it's any form of liquid. If that boy gets too wet, it's fish time. It can be soup. It can be water. It could be blood. If it's moisture on his flesh, I think I said it in the past. I think it's like he needs to have like 70 or something percent of his body like gets wet or something. Um he can, or he gets too stressed out. He'll yes. Yeah, that would do it. Okay, so why does my chat keep ending up like this? Anyway, so fun fact, actually, my sister had to talk me out of this. Originally, it was going to be more based on his heart rate. So originally, I wasn't going to allow this man to fuck ever. Because if his heart rate elevated too hard, he would turn into a giant fish. My sister talked me out of that. She was like, come on, let the man have something. um, But like too much body sweat wouldn't do it. It has to be like a certain percentage of like straight up moisture. So like an example was early on in the chapter when he first started being human again, he was doing dishes in the sink. Unfortunately, it can if he gets to that size, he'd fling his wife off of him cuz she tops. Just whee! There goes the wolf. Goodbye. Call her shooting star, not eclipse. But I just changed it so it's like if he gets too stressed out, it can start a transformation. But if he gets himself under control, he can stop it. Um, I have put way too much thought into this, like I do with every other thing in my life. Um, but anyway, so with Hattie, a big thing is she like wants all the supernatural stuff, but it's like there's a in at least in my world building and stuff, there's actually a lot of logistical issues when it comes to supernatural. Did you know I drew a comic of it? There is a comic version of that scene. I've just never finished it. There's like a full long strip comic of it, of him breaking through the wall and everything, and I never finished it. I've even actually sketched a Sun in the Sea version of it. Um, it was one of my favorite scenes. Do you know what scene I think about a lot? And I'm still so upset that that chapter didn't do as well as I wished it did. And I'm still sad that my artwork from this year's Valentine's Day didn't do as well as it did. I am still so mad about the dancing scene when they first started falling in love with each other for real. And Eclipse's werewolf reveal. But alas, I cannot control the populace. Like, some of my favorite covers have been the worst performing ones, and it makes me so sad. Like, I still really loved my Valentine's Day picture. Dude, you're so far behind. Are you even gonna be able to. Like, at the point you finally catch up, I'm gonna be done writing. I'm sorry. It's fine. I know my fic is kind of obtrusive. I'll be shocked if I even have any readers still, to be completely honest, because it's taken me so long to finish this fic. But I'm not gonna think about that because my brain juice is already really nasty right now. So I'm not gonna think about things that are gonna make me depressed. Because otherwise I might actually start crying again, and I don't want to do that on stream. I've told myself I don't want to cry on stream because I've got bad brain juice. So I'm just not going to think about it. Yeah, but there's a difference between them and me. They're probably good, competent writers. I don't know. I've been mad at my work lately. I haven't finished anything and I do not. I haven't even finished my fucking like I have to finish my fucking Magnus bullshit Yuri fic too. Where the fuck is it? It's here. Yeah. What was considered a face, a mouth, hot breath of skin to skin contact. To them, there was no such thing. I need to finish that. I need to finish it. It's not tech. I mean, like, it reads fine as, like, just a short thing, but I want to, like, actually write it, but it's like, I have no idea where to actually go with it. Because Helen and Nicola are, like, such a toxic, like, they're so toxic. Oh, yeah, no, Aster, that whole thing is, like, here, let me, hold on, let me change the music so that it's less weird. Um, what was considered a face? A mouth? Hot breath of skin to skin contact. To them, there was no such thing. Twisted and sharp were the smooth curves of the ringleader, the bony protrusions that disguised themselves as fingers intertwined with disjointed plastic hands. No real breath spared. They did not have lungs. Facilities of pleasantries as they commingled in a misshapen embrace. It was a standstill dance. Movement didn't stop, but never started. They were at each other's throats, their voices a cacophony of words that were not lies, but were they truth? It was for the other to figure out. Sweet nothings that were truly nothing. They had no hearts, only the sickening passion of stolen visages. Visages. It's a word. I just can't fucking say it. Visages. Visages. No, not that word. They don't have those either. Yeah, you know what? You're just kind of instilling the fact that I have to be evil to you. I know, Chi, I gotta finish it for you. I gotta order more beads because I want to finish my I really want to finish my TMA bracelet set, but it's like I have to order specialty beads for some of it. Like, hello, Dan, welcome back. I am still live for now. I never finished my train of thought on why Hattie gets the double-edged sword. Anyway, so basically, Hattie wants to be a supernatural creature, but her mom doesn't want her to be a supernatural creature. Her mom didn't even really want her knowing about them, but shit's out of the bag, wolf's out of the bag, wolf's out of the casket. So now Hattie knows. And it's like, it's hard for her to adapt to that because it's like, she can't figure out like where does the line start of like was it all a lie, like what was this, what's that, learning like some of her classmates aren't human, including her best friend is not human, learning that some of her classmates like knew her mom wasn't human, um her teacher's not human. Like there's a lot of things it's like she's learning were just like there the whole time and she had no idea, so she feels like she's some part of a joke or something over the fact that she had no clue, but it's like it's literally her mom just wanted to protect her, which puts her at risk for temptation, more so because she's fucking 11. So like if you meet someone who like promises you I can give you what you want and doesn't tell you what it'll cost kind of thing, like she's already in a bad, she's mad, plus she just learned that her mom almost died, like she's got a lot of grief going on. um yeah, and it's just like, and it doesn't help that once her mom and her dad are now a couple officially, like they're not playing their stupid slow burn dance, and he's like stupidly obsessed with her. Like he's a wife guy 100%. So she almost feels like, well, where's my role in this? Mom's got dad, dad's got mom. Like, do I fit in anymore? They're both supernatural creatures. I'm not going to understand that. Um, Dad's more focused on mom because it's not even necessarily that he is more focused on Eclipse. He's the same level of focus he's always been with her. He's just able to be more openly in love with her. And I think that's where Hattie's kind of struggling with it. Because to her, the thing too is like, yeah, Hattie's made jokes about him kissing her mom and everything, but she never actually anticipated what that would incur because she's just a kid. She doesn't fully understand it. She's never had a secondary parent figure. And then this guy comes in that she herself is the one who actually she introduced him to her mom. Um and now her mom knows him better than she does. And it makes her feel things she's not sure how to feel about it because like, well, this was her friend, but now it's her dad, and that's her mom, but now it's his girlfriend kind of thing. Like, she has a very base concept of what it meant to be a couple kind of thing. She didn't anticipate like how much they would just actually be like, oh, I like they would be close and everything and wanting to spend time together openly. That her mom will like dress up to go out for dinners and stuff with him and like stuff like that. The fact that he was able to get her mom to start doing things that she had wanted to try to do because she loves her mom, but she had like I'm not like she's a child, but children notice things. She has noticed her mom was depressed. Um, so in comes this guy, and he fixes her mom when she didn't do it. And it makes her upset because, like, the whole reason she befriended the subcon snatcher in the first place was because, like, if you go back to the very first chapter, the entire bit about it was Hattie wanted to find the subcon snatcher and sell him to science so that she could fund research to cure her mom's illness because she wanted to help her mom. But instead, she meets this fucking cranky tsundere man who ends up becoming her dad. And she just doesn't know how to process that because she's fucking 11. 11, 10. I can't remember how old she is. She's not that old. Clips, your bangs look terrible, girly. Um, so it's just like I am explaining my fan fiction. That is 400? 500? How many thousand words? My dashboard. Show me. 528,584 words, 109 chapters, and ongoing. Um, so, so lore. So what I'm working on is so with my fan fiction, I draw full covers from all of my fanfics. Um, I do full illustration work for all of my fics. So if I go to pretty card gallery portfolio site, fanfic covers. So let me make this its own tab. Fun is nuts. Let me change this to nope. Here we go. All right, we're gonna play a little funsies. So this was the first ever cover I did for the little contractor because this was the first time I had ever posted a fan fiction that wasn't just like something short on DeviantArt. This was the first fan fiction for stuff that people convinced me to actually post for when I joined the fandom. So this was the first cover, and I have made a lot of covers over the 4 years I've had this fic. Its 4 year anniversary was back in May. Um, this, by the way, is one of the covers that I did. That's one of my favorites, and I am sad I didn't get more love. Um, but as I scroll, you'll notice there is a lot of covers. And I can actually really thank this fan fiction. This was another cover I did that I really freaking love, and it got no fucking love. No notes. No reposts. No reblogs. But I can thank this fanfiction specifically for like why my art has grown so much in the past couple years is because I quite literally have just drawn these Blorbos so very, very much. Yeah, it didn't do very well compared to like some of my other stuff. Like if I go on Biddy, Tumblr, search, werewolves, yeah, my covers don't typically do too well. Another one, this isn't a cover, but there's an illustration I did. That's one of my favorite illustrations ever, and it only got like 28 notes, which isn't terrible for me. But it's like, I love that picture so much. Yeah, that's why I have them all set up like this, because you can clearly see the difference in them. Like, for an example, like, look at Aurelius in this one. Like, look at this very early Rue drawing. Like, look at this twink man. Look at the hair. Like, you can see I was still doing that weird thing I do for shading my hair back then, but it's definitely evolved into what it is now. So it's like, if I go all the way down here, actually, this is a better one. Compare this one to that one that I just showed you. Like, there's such a... I know he was so skinny! But like compare this cover, or even like this was the last cover uploaded. Like if you look here and just like look at Eclipse, look at Rue, and you can even see little Mer Hattie here, and you compare that like back up here to the older chapters. Like here's a chapter cover that had Eclipse, Rue, and Hattie on it, and like you compare that to the one I just showed you. Like, it's so funny to look at how much things have changed. Even just like how I draw them consistently too. Like Marcus too. Where is the cover? Oh yeah. So like look at how Marcus is drawn on this cover, and then you go down and compare it to the one I showed you where he's putting water on top of Eclipse. Like you can see there's such a change in like the lighting and everything. It makes me so happy to be able to track my art progress so much, and it's quite literally because of these covers. Like I can full-heartedly say it's because I draw artwork for all of my fan fictions that it's what has helped me improve my artwork a lot. Because I like them and I want them to look good. Like, look at this picture of her as a wolf. Like, I fucking love this cover of her getting shot. Like, it came out so good. And you can, like, look at her a wolf. Like, and here's the thing. Like, you see her as a wolf, you can see some of the newer covers. But if you go all the way back to the first, like, look at this. This, like, quite literally, you can tell this was just me looking at a reference photo of a wolf and drawing pretty much exactly what I was seeing. Like, there's no real stylization or anything in it. It's like you could tell I was just drawing what I looked at. Like, you could very much, like, just see, oh, it's just a wolf. But it's like, if you go down to, like, the newer covers again, you can definitely, like, you can see where there's more personality coming into, like, her werewolf form, and you can tell, like, oh, yeah, it's a character. It's not just a wolf. There's personality here. Like, you can just see, and, like, even just, like, the composition, like, this was another one, like, I really loved the composition and everything of this one. Like, I'm drawing buildings, I'm drawing backgrounds, I have to do full lighting. You can definitely tell there are some covers where I'm a little lazier than other ones, but then you can see ones where it's like I definitely put time and effort into it. Like, it's definitely like this one fucking, there's a full fucking background of people. There are so many like cameo things in this one. Oh, let me see if I want to zoom in on you. I don't know if I can because of the way I have the page set up. Um, yeah, it won't let me zoom in more. Um, I would have to go find it, but like there's there's an Avatar: The Last Airbender reference on this cover. I referenced my sister's fanfiction. My sister and I have both referenced each other's long-going fanfictions in our fanfictions, even though we're in completely different fandoms. There is Zutara in this picture. Oh, wait, no, I just realized I can totally zoom in because I can open this in Clip Studio. I brought my external hard drive, which has all the base files on it. Hold on. I have base files. I can totally show you guys things. Oh, I can totally open these properly and show y'all. Go away, bot! No one loves you! um. Ooh, there's also a cover that is not posted yet because I haven't finished that chapter yet. I will have to actually open that in my Clip Studio because obviously it's not fucking posted yet, so it's not going to be up because it's not posted yet. But I finished it a bit ago, it's just not done. That's a Babbit. That's a Babbit. That's a Babbit. That is Heartache. I'm still so happy that my video didn't completely flop like I thought it was going to. I was so convinced that my I Like You, I Love You video was going to be the worst thing in the world and no one was going to watch it, but people actually did, and that makes me so happy. Where the fuck is the file? Where are you? I know I have you on here. I literally looked at you the other day. Pictures. That's art fight. That's art fight. That is me eating paper. Save you guys the pain of me looking through my files. Are you only on the iPad, maybe? It might be on my iPad only. I'm like, I don't want to open while you guys can see my iPad. Thankfully, I don't think I have it open on my I think, yeah, I have my iPad in because I just drew some massive boobs earlier and I don't want everyone seeing them. Indeed, it was very much a boobie. All right, here, I can show. So this cover isn't posted yet, but like I'm like I love how the coloring and everything turned out on this one. Like I am depriving of you the titties because there are nipples uncensored with milk, and I'm not going to show that on stream. Because do you know what happens when I accidentally expose my files to you guys on stream? Like I have no shame in the fact that I draw NSFW, but I post my VODs on YouTube. So if I accidentally show my files and everything, I have to manually go back through hours of stream, find it, and then I have to put a censor over it and export a multi-hour video. And when you export it, it makes it bigger than the base file, even though all I did was add one image layer over the top of it. And then it makes the file larger, and then it takes me even longer to upload the VOD. So that's why I try to be really careful. Well, no, because it's not exporting over Wi-Fi. It's just my thing. All right, hide you again. Hide the file, so I can open things. Because I need to look at my files, and there are boobs in my files. There are a lot of boobs in my files. Because they're nice. There's a good one. Um, yeah, exactly. So let me see. Yeah. So like compare this picture of the two of them as merfolk. And then you go down here and compare it to this one. And it's just like you can just see how different the covers have gotten. And it makes me so happy with how much it's changed. Like, and I love having just this was the first ever cover. And now I'm doing full multi-character backgrounds with like all the lighting and stuff, everything. And I wouldn't have done this like years ago. Because the thing was, like, actually, when I got into the A Hat in Time fandom, I was in a really big art funk. I know. I have actually redrawn that cover in a more updated style. Um, I just haven't posted it. I never finished it. I think I drew it last year or the year before. But let me see if I have the party cover. Yes. Okay. Oops. No. I'm gonna open you with choose another app. No, fine. Be a shithead. So let's cover 50. Do I not have that cover actually as a clip file? I must not have. Alright, fine. We will do it this way. I have methods to my madness. Alright. Stream. Change this to this. So, like I was saying, there is a reference to Zutara in it. So if you look, it's straight up just I drew Zuko and Katara in the back of the cover. But you wouldn't see it because of how it's normally zoomed out, because I only post them at like a 500 pixel by 360 or something like that. Um but you'll also see Eclipses standing on the back wall. There's Mafia Barros. There's my friend OC Nell wearing their snall and bandana. There's Ren, who is one of my characters. Ander is in the back. And then if you go over here, you'll see Kaya, and you'll actually see Justin, which is another one of my fan characters who actually, at this point in the fic, he had not shown up. Yee is Nell. So Justin shows up. This was all the way in chapter 50 that Justin showed up on the cover. But Justin is actually going to show up in the actual fic as well as a replacement teacher for Ren. Because he's going to take over Ren's job as a teacher. So, yeah. So it's like I have stuff, there is stuff hidden in some of the chapter covers that hinted to things that I have been planning for quite literal years and just haven't gotten around to yet. Because I'm just a freaking menace. I'm a menace on society. Alright, let's see if I can get Eclipse's bangs to look right now. I stepped away, I blabbed for a bit, and now I'm gonna... But anyway, so back to what I originally started blathering about. But the thing with Hattie becoming a Leviathan is it's to prove 2 points. Like, one, yes, it proves her mother's point about the fact that monsters and stuff like that, they're not always nice. In this case, it would be Morgan, which is Rue's brother, who is now a lich. Or as I like to disaffectionately call him, the lich bitch. And Morgan ends up tricking Hattie into agreeing to come with him, and he ends up cursing her. And it is painful. because I do not make my transformations nice on my characters. Like, there is pain, and I will go into detail about it. Because pain is a metaphor, except kind of. Um, but yeah, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, if Eclipse had told her daughter about it, she probably would have had, she would have been able to be, able to tell, oh, the stranger danger should have kicked in more. Like, in general, stranger danger should be a thing, and Hattie is normally okay with stranger danger. I say as if she didn't drag an entire sea monster home with the promise of microwavable bacon and snacks. Um, God, can you imagine being the reason your parents hooked up is you gave soggy bacon to a giant fish who is now your father? But it's like, the point is like, yeah, if Hattie had known about supernatural creatures, she probably would have been able to tell something was really wrong with Morgan. But at the same time, it's like, Hattie should have been able to tell something was wrong with him in the first place. But she was so angry with her mom at the time of wanting to be a supernatural that she took the first chance she got to do it. Yes, sir. Can I help you? You are making noises. Are you okay? Are you okay, sir? Yes. He's just like making a bunch of like weird little growly, like, he's like licking himself and just making growly noises and stuff. And it's like, you okay? He's rubbing himself on a floor mat now. He's rolling on his back. It's probably itchy. Um, because it's like, yeah, her mom was right that she should have like told her about some of the supernatural stuff. But at the same time, it also proves Eclipse was right that she didn't want her knowing about these things because they're fucking dangerous. Two wrongs do not make a right. If that makes any sense at all. And then Rue doesn't count because he comes from a time period when he was like fully human and everything. Um, when he was fully human, monsters lived amongst humans, so like it was just kind of a factoid. But now, um, so yeah, there's nuance to it and stuff like that. Um, but there's also a little bit of hypnotizing brainwashing going on because I mean, come on, it's a story with mermaids and sirens. Yes? What is it, Puppo? Look, we're not playing the game where you pretend that you want to do the thing and then we don't do the thing. I'm not playing that game. We've been playing it all evening. You have had your option. We have done the gallivanting, the trotting. I'm not saying the word because I don't want him to get excited about it. You even got to play in my yard, and my yard's bigger. You got to go zooms because I had to go pick my sister up. God, it must be so obnoxious watching me do line art because I'm always zooming in and out, and then like moving around my canvas a lot. You don't understand, literally, though. He even got me stuck on the grill and caught in my car. So, like, when I went to go pick up my sister and everything, and he came with me, because obviously I'm not going to leave the Poochie alone while because it's like I am to watch him, and I have permission from the owners that he can go in the car. Like, I can take him. He likes doing that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make my life easier. I'm not gonna have to crate him to go get my sister. I'm gonna just put him in the car. When I went to go buckle his leash and everything in, it was his leash didn't lock right, so he kept trying to get in the front seat with me. I don't understand how people drive with their dogs. Like, y'all have patience of saints who are able to pull it off, because it was spiking my anxiety so badly. Um, but when we got back, he fucking. I'm trying to say this without bursting into laughter thinking about it again. He his leash was strapped into the back seat, but he managed to get himself over the entirety of my middle console and through my driver's seat when I got out of the car, because I was getting out of the car so I could go unbuckle him and let him into the house. But he sorry, I'm remembering it. It's just so fucking funny. He fucking got out of the driver's side with his leash still buckled in the passenger back seat. So he wasn't just like buckled in the driver's side back seat, so I couldn't just like unbuckle it from the driver's side and grab the leash. I had to fucking get him back in the car and then try to get him to go into the back seat again so I could get him out without strangling him. Because the only other option would have been I would have to pick up the dog. And it's like, yes, I can pick up that dog if I really want to, but it's stressful on me. It's stressful on him. He already has anxiety. So I had to play this struggle game of getting the dog to go back over the middle console so I could untangle him. It was a kerfuffle for sure. And that's just one instance of him being weird about it. We've been playing a game all day where he'll go to the door as if he wants to do the thing. And then I'll put my shoes on, I'll put my hat on, and I'll grab him, I'll get him all hooked up and everything. He'll be like wagging his tail, ready. The moment the door is open, he looks at it and then goes back into the house. Like, nah, I'm good. I didn't actually want to. And it's like, are you kidding me? And it's like, yeah, for most part, it's like whatever, but I have chronic hip problems and I picked up a work shift the other night, so I'm already like kind of on the edge with like the level of physical exertion I can do without putting myself into a struggle. Um, but he keeps doing this all day. We've been doing this game where he'll like want me to get up, so I'll get up and I'll walk over to the dog to deal with the dog, and then he won't do anything. And it's been a constant, like, all day. All day we've been playing this game. And one of the owners came home earlier for a little bit, because I'm not, like, so, like, in the past, when dog sat fully, I would stay overnight for, like, a week or so. But this week, it's quite literally, I'm just over here during the day for a couple hours. I say a couple hours if I'm not over here for, like, I think I was here for 7 hours on Tuesday, and I've been here for close to 9 hours today. And I'll still be here for like another hour or so. So it's like I say a couple hours, but I've been here for well over a work shift's amount of time of hours. But I don't have to stay over or anything. Um, so because it's just one of the parents went on a trip with their son, and the other one just is working long hours, so I'm just here to kind of keep the dog company. Um, I fucking hate tangents. Why can't I be good at art? I know one of the reasons it's being such a struggle is I freaking changed my line art style slightly. I used to do all of my line arting with a 17 sized brush, but I've swapped to using a 10 instead, which is a little more fiddly because it's thinner. So I can't get my normal swoops that I used to do because I can't cover up my mistakes with thick art. Because thick lines, they're effective, but I definitely use them as a crutch. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! I just got fucking vertigo. That was not pleasant. Oh, that was nauseating. Oh, that was not fun. Also, I know it's meant as a well-intentioned thing, but can I tell you how awkward it is? Like people are like, "Yeah, help yourself to our food," and I'm like, I can't do that. You don't understand. That's weird to me. Like I can't even do that at my grandparents' house, and they've known me since I was like a little fetus. I don't even do it at my own house. The only food I eat without abandon at my own house is food that I bought or my sister bought because we buy it together. Like we do our shopping together. But if there's food that I don't know who purchased it or whatever, and here's the worst part, I won't touch food if I don't know who purchased it, even if the reality is I purchased it and forgot that I'm the one who purchased it. I won't touch it. All right. Oh, it looks bad. Uh, uh, yeah. I kind of tell myself I know it looks bad in the line art stage, but I have to trust the process because my art always looks better once I add color to it. Like, coloring is my strong suit. Coloring is my strong suit. It'll look fine once it's colored. Just have to believe in it. Sobbing gently. My line art looks like Dorky. No, it's not. It's not even the fucking poison testing thing. It's just the level of like respect. I don't know. I've always been taught like you ask for permission to have something. So it's like I do it with food too. Even it's like even if I've been told that I can directly do it, it still makes me feel awkward. Um I don't know if that makes any sense. It's an anxiety thing. So it's like I would feel greedy if I took up on the offer of just taking whatever from the fridge because it's like I don't know. Is it a common courtesy thing? Is it that you're offering or is there something that's specifically off limits, but I have to like ask the right question to figure out what is off limits because I've had cases like that where people will be like, "Oh yeah, you can help yourself, but not that." Or it's like you'll pick something up and be like, "Oh, but not that" kind of thing. Um and plus the other thing is I have food allergies, so it's like I have to be careful because of that as well. So it's just like it's awkward. And I don't want to deal with it. Like even when I'm invited to like a dinner or something, I'll probably like only take like a minuscule amount because I feel it's not even, it's just the I feel awkward like I'm taking advantage of someone. I feel like I'm being an asshole. I feel like I'm being greedy and I don't like that feeling. It makes me nauseous. And then obviously if I'm nauseous, I'm not going to want to eat anything, period. Um it's not it's just I feel bad. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though it's like I know specifically they told me to do the thing, but it doesn't feel, my brain can't compute it properly. So I feel bad. Um, and like I said, it'll do this with anyone. It doesn't have to just be like people I'm not super comfortable because it's like my own grandparents I'll have the same mentality with where it's like literally like I'll go to my grandparents and it's like they'll make dinner and everything and I know that I can eat what I want of dinner, but I will bring my own food to actually eat my fill of after dinner. Like I will eat dinner, but I will pack food so that I can eat that after so I don't take too much to allow others to have it. I would rather others eat more and I'll eat less, more so if I didn't prepare it kind of thing. And that's why I really like buying my own food because it's like I don't feel as bad if I take what I want to actually eat from my food if I bought it because I bought it. So I'll eat what I want of it because I bought it kind of thing. But I don't like doing that if someone else bought it. And so when people are like, help yourself, I really don't want to do that because it's like, no, I feel bad and I feel like I'm going to be greedy and gluttonous and it's not going to be good. Um, it's not the healthiest mindset. Um, I am aware I have some issues when it comes to eating and food stuff. Like obviously like the running joke is bun did you eat today kind of thing. Like I know that's a running joke on the channel and stuff like that of me forgetting to eat food. And it is quite literally it's just I forget to eat or it's just I'll be too anxious to eat. And I know it's not healthy and I know I have a kind of fucked up relationship when it comes to food because of that same like guilt mentality when it comes to it. But it's I think it's just a result of like growing up and just like just the kind of the environment and stuff like that, just like how I grew up and like just like things like that were said like when I was growing up and just like I've internalized it in a very bad way. Doesn't help I was never treated for my mental issues as a child and was just told, no, you're fine. And then I just like felt like I was broken and stupid. And it persists to this day that I still think I'm an absolute walnut of an idiot. Hello. Like I said, I don't want to, I'm trying to not get myself depressed tonight because I'm already on the cusp of a breakdown and I really, really do not want to cry on stream. So I'm gonna move on from this topic if that's okay. Um, uh, So anyway, the owner came home earlier and the dog like went wild. and excited. And he like dragged me outside, and then he fucking they have a couple of grills out back. No, I know it's not your intention, Mouse. I started the conversation because I was talking about the dog and stuff like that. I started it. I'm just like I said, my brain goop's really, really nasty tonight. Um, I am not doing mentally okay, but I'm gonna persevere. I haven't been doing mentally okay for the past week. Krill me. But yeah, so the dog like started freaking out, and I was just like, okay, so do you actually want to do the thing? So I did that, but he ended up dragging me outside and then got caught around the grills. So I had to like weirdly reach around the grills to try to untangle the lead without letting the dog go because he was trying to run into the fucking because he wanted to go in, he wanted to be with his human because his human was in the back area where the grills are. Thank you, T. My brain's just fucked. My brain's just messy. It decides it just sometimes it just decides that, hey, what if this would be crazy? What if we're just gonna give you nothing but bad vibes? And I'm like, okay, that's great. Thanks. And I like try to do my best to not be a downer because it's like I know other people have also got bad vibes and stuff like going on, so it's like I don't want to make people upset, so it's just like brain shut the fuck up. So I try to just kind of I know bottling's not good, but I've been trying to just not bitch about when my brain is bad and just kind of keep going. Because unfortunately for me, my brain's broken. My brain's incredibly broken. Because my brain decided that it does not want to produce chemicals properly. So my brain every couple weeks, what if you just went nuts? What if you just went absolute depressive? And I'm like, thanks, love it. I really don't, but thanks. An avocado. Thanks. I think the worst part too is there's literally nothing I can do about it. The one treatment for my shit made it worse. So quite literally, my doctor told me, "Welp." Like, how fucked up is that? There's a single treatment, and it made it worse. So I'm just suffer. There literally is no treatment really for it. There is one treatment, and it made me worse. So it's quite literally, I just have to deal with it forever until something else is found. Ain't that grand? I love having conditions that have no treatment. No! I'm just too powerful. If I had a working brain, do you know what chaos I would commit? Like, think of how much shit I do with a fucked up head. With a fucked up body and a fucked up brain juice. Think of how much shit I do. I'm convinced that I had to do something in prehistory, and it just went no. When this one comes back, nerf it. Nerf this one. Now I just got a brand new. I got a bad noodle. Can I tell you that in one of the original sketches for this, I accidentally made like the bulge from his pants too long? because I was looking at this picture that Aster drew of him, and I almost gave it the huge. Okay, you have to understand how often my sister and I joke about the Cain instinct with siblings. But anyway, I almost gave this picture a really large bulge because Aster drew this picture of Rue and Miku, and he like put such an intense light on me on Rue's dick. Oh, I have to. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. But he did the meme where it was just like uh, he did the "we gotta kill this guy" meme with Rue and Miku. What are those? The fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What the fuck? I scared the dog because I'm fucking wheezing, yo. You don't understand. The dog is concerned all of the time. Hello, Leroy, I'm okay. No, we're not typing, computer. I'm okay, Leroy. I'm okay, Leroy, even if I sound like I'm crying. I am okay. Okay, well, I will share. Aladdin, look at motherfucker nutsack pants. They're not even pants, dude. Look at it. It's a bodysuit. That's a fucking romper. Fucking latex ballsack romper. It's a suit. It's connected. I went on Discord to find the fucking godlike crotch pants Rue. And he sent this in memes. And I can't. I'm literally crying because I'm laughing so hard. I am in literal tears laughing. I but I'm trying to not do like my full laugh. Like you just get the wheezing death because I don't want to scare the dog. Okay. Are we doing this? Alright. I'm okay, Leroy.
Yes, Puppo? I'm being evil. Do you want to be pet? You have to come over here, though. Ugh. Hi, Roy. You go first. You go to first squishies. Thank you.
It's because I was laughing so hard, so tears went down my nasal cavity.
Hi. You need to go. You need to go to the outs. You need to go outs.
Anti-loggers. We don't support lumberjacks here. We support lumber don'ts. BRB a second. I'm gonna go see if the dog wants to do the outs for a second. See if we'll go in his lead. Stare at this masterpiece.
Alright, come here. Is this another game? Get off the couch. The answer was no, he didn't. Thought he wanted food, but that wasn't it. My nose! I'm full of snot!
I mean, you're still able to clip it. You can clip from the VODs.
God, the fucking pants. Also, hi, Mr. Top 10 List.
You got to come in the stream when I'm being absolutely feral.
My nose! Hi, Leroy. Hello, Leroy. Hello, Leroy. Leroy! Hello, Mr. Man. Leroy Jenkins. You want to get squishies? You are being bullied. What else is new? Wait till you see what I'm doing for tomorrow. Could ruin the surprise and draw it on stream, but I'm not gonna be nice like that. I'm gonna full ass do this like evil. I told Spud a secondary idea I had for it. It's gonna be so funny. Look at that chibi face. Look at that squinty little face. Look at that little man. Hello, Roy. I'm being accosted. There is a dog here, and unfortunately, the dog means I have to pet him. Hello. 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 Also, I found out I wasn't crazy of my laptop just randomly connecting. My sister pointed out I did, in fact, bring this laptop here last time I dog sat. So it wasn't me just randomly, why did my laptop know this password? It knew the fucking password because I've been here before. Yeah, so it turned out I'm just dumb, and I did in fact have my laptop here prior. I must have brought it with me last time. Yes, hello. Sorry, my lap is being taken over by a lab, so I can't do much right now on stream. Except you guys get to just hear my voice as I pet the doggo and give him attention, because that's what he wants. Even though he was asleep. He was asleep. No, hello. He's got his head on my lap. He pumped like ball pant one like a. I mean, they could be orbs. Yeah, he's got his head up on my lap. He's just like, oh, pet me, human, pet me. He's like, oh, Bun, Bun, give me the pets. Oh, Bun, give me the pets. Of course, there's also fur everywhere. And I have allergies. Though I think it's actually dust. Thank you. I think it's dust because the dog is rolling on the floor mat and kicked up dust, and I think that's the other reason I'm sneezing. Ugh. You good? Are you good now? Are you done with me? Have I fulfilled my purpose of having thumbs? We good? We Gucci? We golden? We eggplant? Anyway, back to what I was actually doing. Man, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours and I haven't finished lining this. It's not even a complicated picture. What? 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 Oh. Oh. What? What? Yeah, but the thing is, normally my covers will only take me about an hour to two. Yeah, that's what he does to me all day. And he doesn't even want anything. He just wants me to stop sitting and just stand. He just makes me get up, stand, and pet him. That's all he wants. But I can't keep doing that because my leg really hurts to constantly go up and down. Literally, you can just come over here and be pet. Why do you do this to me? I am a simple moron. Leave me be. Please don't break my laptop cord. This computer's expensive. Hi. Hi. Hi, Leroy. Please don't break my pricey electronics. Yes? What is it? He's just sitting here whining with his tail wagging. He's just sitting here whining with his tail wagging. I don't understand dogs. I don't understand dogs. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, even though I don't understand. You got 4 paws and I don't know what's going on in your head. There's nothing in my head. There's seawater in my head. What did the rotation do? He literally walked around the foyer for the front area, all the way around back to the living room. Way. Yeah. Tell me more. Yeah. Buddy, I know you don't want that because I've already tried. We're not playing this game. I told you earlier, I'm not going to play that game with you. No. No. The answer is no. Young man. Yeah? Yeah. You and I both know you won't. Because I have on multiple occasions, yes, hello, hello, yes, kisses, kisses. Kisses from the boy, kisses from the boy. We both know you don't want anything else because I have at least 4 times in the past 3 hours gotten up to do the thing with you, and you have just stood there and then you run back into the house. You don't want it. You don't. You just want me to do nothing but pay attention to you. You want nothing but undivided attention. But I have ADHD. I can't do that. My brain don't function like that, Leroy. Unfortunately for you, Pupper, you get most of my attention, but I only have so much. I only got a limited supply. Anyway. Yeah, see, at least with the cat, though, like, my cat's an indoor only cat, so it's like, if he wants in and out of a room, whatever. Like, I was just petting him and stuff. I do that to him all the time. Yeah, and now he's going upstairs to sleep. Or he stole someone's shoe. He really likes to steal his dad's shoe. It's Leroy! What are you doing? Hold on, guys. Dog! What are you doing? What was that noise? Child. Now you want out? like this. Why? Why? Wow. No, the freaking their pantry is a slidey door. I had to put chairs in front of it the last time I dog sat because he kept going and pushing it. So I thought, oh, he wants to go on his lead. Put him on his lead. Nope. Runs right back into the house doing the same damn thing that I said he's been doing all day. Where he pretends he wants to do the thing and then he doesn't fucking want to do the thing. And it's like, dog, I only have so many brain cells.
What noise? I make so many noises. You can't just say that was a noise. I don't know what fucking noise I made. Was it my grudge noise of disconsent? My annoyance noise that used to freak people out when I did it in high school? Oh, that's my annoyance noise. I do that when I'm annoyed at something. I call it my grudge noise sometimes. I, it's just clicking in the back of my throat. No, it's not that he's bored. He quite literally just wants attention. Like, I say I don't know what he wants. I know what he wants. He wants attention, but unfortunately, he's used to having more people. I am a single person. This is why he has to have a dog sitter, though. This is the exact reason, because if he doesn't have someone to, like, occasionally get up and give him the attention and everything, he gets destructive. And that's why I dog sit in the first place. Because otherwise he just destroys things. Like, if you saw his dog crate, it's covered in pillow stuffing. Like, they had to buy a specialty reinforced crate for this dog. That's how bad he gets. But yeah, anyway, the noise I made is just because I was annoyed because I don't like how my line art looks. Like, it's fine. I know it's a process because my line art always looks like shit. And then I'll color and then I'll be like, oh, I love this. Like, my line art just doesn't have the same energy that my finished pieces do because there's no depth to it. But it's like I don't want to add depth on the line art stage because I like adding depth with my colors because I really like adding colors to things. Oh, I forgot Rue's eyebrows. That could also be a reason why it looked weird. It's because he didn't have fucking brows, fucking Voldemort looking pretty boy. He also doesn't have his facial hair. Because he found out his girlfriend likes him scruffy and he's more than willing to oblige. Voldemort, 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 Voldemort. Boom, boom, boom. I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb. Yay! Things that still live rent free in my head.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, you for real, for real. I almost subjected you guys to my new weird music playlist. I gotta zoom in. I gotta fucking draw his pant line. Oh, I just fucking gleeked all over my fucking iPad. So I was doing laundry on Sunday and I was laughing because it was just like, I'm reminded of why I associate specifically khaki cargo pants to dad characters. So I was doing so I typically do my laundry and my sister's laundry as one load of laundry because our colors are all the same. But I'll do my dad's laundry as a separate laundry because he separates his laundry out differently. And I was doing his pants laundry the other day, and I am reminded the reason I have internalized that khakis, and specifically multi pocketed cargo khakis, are exclusively like dad pant material in my head is because 90% of his pant wash was cargo khakis. Was just a whole bunch of khaki pants with all the pockets on them. And I'm like, right. And not only was it just the pants, he also had the cargo shorts with all the pockets. And it's like, right, this is the reason these are like specifically in my brain as dad pants and why I gave them to Rue is because that's dad material. Rue holding out his shirt like, you know what this is? And Eclipse just feeling it. Polyester. I was gonna say it's husband material. I mean, he could, but that's not what this chapter is about. But it's a very him line to say to Eclipse. Like, you can't look me dead in my eye and tell me this man wouldn't say that to her. Like, he sees that MILF and just, you know. Alright, it looks a little better now that I've got some of the other stuff on it. I think it was quite. I think it was quite literally his eyebrows being missing were looking so bad. He is corny. There is a comic of him looking at a calendar and saying, "Hey, are you today's date?" to Eclipse, and then he goes, "'Cause you're 10-10." Right? Like, sigh, need me a man like that. Need me a man, need me a woman, need me a they, them. Need someone who loves me. I am still thinking about that YouTube comment that I got. Some people just they say things. And I'm not talking about the one I got today. I'm thinking of that one on the Do you guys remember the really awkward one I got on my Valentine's Day picture? Like, I deleted it, but it's still living in my head rent free. Like, I hope that that person's never going to know how much that comment lives in my head. Yeah! That one! Someone had commented on the Valentine's pic that I had done of Ruin Eclipse and was just like, damn, the schnoz on that guy, but the girl makes me wanna. It lives in my head rent fucking three. I think about it every so often. Like, it'll just come back into my head every so often. Yeah, just people, man. I don't understand it. Uh, Man, I'm not even gonna get to flat colors tonight, I don't think. At least I might make it a two-part stream. I'm not sure. It depends on when I leave. Because, like I said, I want to make sure I have time to put my my computer and stuff away. Because I don't want to be packing my computer when the dog's owner is getting home and wanting to. He's just gonna want to go to bed. Because he's been at work since noon. And he's had to do a lot of driving today, too, based on what he told me. Like, I think the thing about that comment specifically, like, something about that comment always lives in my head is because it's like, I always, like, kind of hope I make characters that, like, yeah, people like them. Because a lot of people just like Rue. I feel like Eclipse is a very unlikable character. So that comment always just lives in my head rent free because it's just so fucking unhinged. It's like, thank you for gooning to my OC, I guess. But what the fuck, man? Just out here cranking their hog. Like avoiding. You say as if you don't have the hottest of hots for Vanessa. Mostly he gay, he says, as he has like most simp art in the fandom, I swear, for Vanessa. I gotta figure out how the fuck his hand is working. That's his arm. That's what it is. That's his arm. That line is his arm. This is arm. This is big meaty arm. And then this is thumb. This is thumbnail, because he paints his nails black. Well, more specifically, his wife paints his nails black. Well, no, their child paints his nails black because she wants him to match her mom. Yeah, it's his fucking biasic. Right. So that's why he has so like his nail like if you look at a lot of TLC covers and stuff like that, like if I thought that to so if I swap back to here, um let me that one they're not painted. But you can see his nails are painted in this cover here. Uh, you can see his nails are painted in this cover here. You'll see his nails are painted in this cover here. Oh, wait. Here's me showing things off. I forgot to change the window. Anyway, you can see his nails are painted here. They are also painted here. You can see them painted here. You can also see them painted here. They're painted here. They're even painted in this one. You'll see they're painted here. I don't know if you can see his nails on this one. No, his hands are covered. You'll see he's got painted nails here. He's got painted nails here. Like it is, I am very consistent about his nails being painted. Like, it's an extra step to make sure I go in and color them, but it's one of those things I try to keep consistent. Like, there's only a couple covers his nails aren't painted when he's in human form, and obviously he doesn't have it when he's in Leviathan form. But Hattie continuously paints his nails. But it's like you can see in a lot of these covers, he just straight up has painted fingernails. And it's specifically because Hattie paints his nails. He's got gloves on in that one, so you ain't gonna see shit. Like, even this way back in the Halloween era, his nails were painted. His nails are painted here. Yeah, I think this was the first cover his nails were painted on. That'd be cute. Oh, maybe I'll have to write that. That'd be cute. But yeah, Hattie paints his nails because her mom has black claws. So Hattie paints his fingernails black to match her mom's claws. But here's the funny thing. She's not the first one who does that kind of thing to a law child. If you look at covers with Marcus on them that show his hands, I'll swap back in a second so y'all can see it, but if you look at Marcus covers, Marcus also has black painted fingernails. And that's because Eclipse, as a child, painted his nails, but because he's a ghost, it doesn't wear off the same way it would a normal person. So, yeah, fun TLC lore. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I want to do stupid shit. His hand seems too small. Where's Hansel when I need him? think that's it for line art. Alright. I can show Marcus now. Oh, not that one. That one. Marcus doesn't show up on a lot of covers, so I have to actually look for him. There it is. You can see Marcus's painted nails here. Parchment? God, it's so funny looking at how things have changed. Like, it's all very consistently still me, but it's so funny seeing how, like, just it changes throughout. With that, though, I do think I'm going to have to cut stream here for the time being, because, like I said, I do want to get my laptop and stuff put away before the dog's owner gets home, and he should be heading home now, according to his prior text. So I want to start getting things put away so that I'm not just like scampering when he gets home. I want to be able to just grab my keys and go when he gets home. Because he also told me to just text him when I leave, so I don't think he anticipates me staying fully until he gets here. But depending on when he does or when I get home, if it's not too late, if I get home around like maybe midnight or a little earlier than midnight, I might pick stream back up and color this piece. But if not, I will be streaming Ultra Kill tomorrow night. After I get off of work, weather permitting. I have to put that caveat out here because my weather's been absolutely garbage. Let's see what tomorrow's weather forecast is. It is Thursday's forecast is not that much rain. So, but there's 60% humidity. So, we will see how that ends up turning out. So, if I get home early enough, I will be doing more artwork tonight. And if not, I will catch you guys tomorrow, weather permitting, while I play Ultra Kill and I reveal the new model I am making for Aster. Oh, I cannot wait to reveal that. Like, I need to get it. I need to obviously draw it as well. But if I don't end up streaming tonight when I get home, I'll probably draw Aster's new model. And I am so excited. It's gonna be hip. It's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be fantastic. It is going to be so fucking funny. Like, I'm just saying. It's gonna be. Like, here's a taste. Here's a taste of what's coming. It is. No, it's his neck. It is his neck. but there will be things occurring.
Cosmics!
Sorry, I'm just being stupid at this point. Oh, that's fantastic. I was just making like a Dragon Balls joke with like the Super Saiyan like I have not watched any Dragon Ball in literally over a decade. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If I end up streaming again in about an hour or two, I will see you then, maybe. And if not, hopefully I will see you tomorrow night, weather permitting, with Aster hanging out as we fight the Archangel of Judgment? What the fuck is Gabriel's whole shtick in Ultra Kill? I know he's the piss boy of something. um, as I fight God's favorite Discord kitten tomorrow night. I will fight him because I know I might have accidentally spoiled the fact that I realized why you're so mad I stopped at the level I did last night. That I was literally one level from being in Gabriel's zone. Like I understand now why you're like, in fact, you're stopping here. And I realized, yeah, it's because I was right where your Discord kitten Gabriel is. But hopefully tomorrow night we will fight that white boy and potentially give him an L after I take at least a whole alphabet worth of them myself. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. If I see you in an hour or so, I see you in an hour or so. And if not, catch you tomorrow. Bye!